So guys, what's going on, guys? There's been a lot of storm about this Pacquiao situation. A lot of you have reacted, and I've kind of reacted, and I think you guys know my stance. Guys, listen, I like Manny Pacquiao. He's a great fighter. He's one of the greatest fighters, top 10 in my opinion of greatest fighter of all time. But guys, we've got to be realistic. He's 41 years of age. I know Gigi's old as well. I know Gigi's past his best as well. But Gigi's massive, right? We saw Pacquiao with Thurman. Pacquiao was in that Thurman fight. You could tell he was in the later rounds. He was really tiring. Gigi's 10 times better than Thurman. He's 10 times stronger than Thurman. He punches very, very hard. A lot of you guys keep talking about Margarito. Gigi's on another level to Margarito, right? Gigi's a better fighter, bigger puncher, better chin. He's got everything. Pacquiao can't hurt GGG. But one thing I will say is that someone pointed out that, Gigi's style is tailor-made for Pacquiao. Yes, it is. It is. It is tailor-made. Pacquiao could outbox GGG and outwork him. But the fact is, the fight is so dangerous that Pacquiao could get knocked out cold. It is so dangerous. It is so dangerous. Like, what I'm talking about, that's the kind of fight where you'll be fearing for Pacquiao's health. Right? Against Spence and Crawford, they're tough fights, but you're not fearing for his health. This is a fight where Pacquiao could get hurt. He could get something damaged. And at the age of 41, does he really need to take that risk? He's a legend. Manny Pacquiao doesn't need to take a risk against GGG. What for? Why does he need to take that risk? Financially, the fight's not. Here's the thing, right? I don't know why GGG would want to fight Pacquiao when he's got Canelo. When a fight with Canelo is probably financially more lucrative than a fight with Pacquiao, right? Listen, I think Pacquiao should fight Crawford or Spence. Fight one of them, and then, if he wants to have a couple of fights, fight Mikey and then fight Spence or Crawford. A fight with GGG is unrealistic. It's just, it's not a good fight right now. 41 years of age, it's not. And I don't know whether Freddie Roach was serious about that. I think he said Manny Pacquiao wants to fight GGG. I don't know whether. Listen, Freddie Roach says a lot of things. Have we heard Manny say it? Have we heard Manny say he wants to fight GGG? Has it come out of Manny Pacquiao's mouth? Has Manny Pacquiao in an interview said he wants to fight GGG? Because that's only when I'm going to believe it. Manny Pacquiao, I haven't heard Manny say it. I haven't heard Manny Pacquiao say he wants to fight GGG. Have you heard him say it? Because I haven't. So what makes us think that Pacquiao wants to fight GGG? Just because Freddie Roach has said it. Freddie Roach has said a lot of things in the past, that not necessarily true. So again, until it comes out of Manny's mouth, Manny's the boss. He's the one that calls the shots, no one else. So he's going to decide who he's going to fight. And I don't think Manny would want to fight GGG right now. I think he'd prefer to fight Spence and Crawford. There's also negotiations going on about a Crawford fight. So I do think Manny will probably jump into a fight with Crawford. But a fight with GGG is Manny Pacquiao. Listen, a fight with GGG makes Manny a lot more money. But that fight, for me, he needs to be paid 100 million. Manny Pacquiao needs to be paid about 100 million to fight Golovkin. If it's anything less, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. 60, 70 million minimum. Minimum. Anything less than that, I would say Pacquiao's making a silly mistake. Because that is dangerous. That he needs to, if he wants to fight GGG, anything less than 60, 70 million it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I think he should be paid 100 million for that if he takes that fight. Manny Pacquiao should make 100. If it's less than 60, 70 million, no, that fight shouldn't happen. Now, if someone offers you 60, 70 to 100 million, then I understand why people would want to take that, and even a worry like Manny would think about it. But anything less than that, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't think. Listen, Manny's made so much money. What kind of money could he make for a fight against GGG that's going to be worth it? That's putting your health at risk worth it? The guy wants to be prime minister. There was news that come out today that Manny Pacquiao is going to go for the elections in 2022 to become prime minister, right? Why are you putting all of that at risk and jeopardy, right? By fighting someone like that, that's dangerous, man. The guy's way bigger than Manny. Manny's not even like Spence and Crawford are. Spence is bigger than Manny, way bigger, right? Golovkin's bigger than Spence. He's a natural middleweight. He's never fought at any other weight in his career. He's fought at middleweight, 160 his whole career. And I don't think GGG can't come down. I'm going to make another video about what GG said in the past. But GGG can't come down to fight Manny. He's just too, he's too old now. And it would be dangerous for him if he comes down. So for me, I think it's just rumors. I don't think there's any truth to it. But only time will tell. Let's hear Pacquiao say something about it. But I don't think the fight will happen. But that's my opinion. I would prefer to see Manny fight Crawford or Spence. That's my personal opinion. But what do you guys think? Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
So guys, what's going on? Mr. Freddie Roach. Mr. Freddie Roach. Wow. Freddie Roach gave an interview with DAZN, and he's come... Freddie Roach comes out with a lot of outlandish statements. Some statements that I find really funny, but this one, he says that Manny Pacquiao is looking at a fight with Gennady Golovkin. Look what he has to say. There are always good fights out there. The one thing about Manny is he doesn't want to beat anybody. He wants to beat the best out there. He wants to fight the top guys. Mikey Garcia called him out a couple of times. I think that's a good fight for him, of course. Robert Garcia called him out on one of your shows. That made me smile because I like that fight for Manny. I think it's a great fight. But the thing is, Manny might want to go a little higher and fight GGG or one of those guys who is supposed to be one of the best in the world today. Pacquiao still desires to be the best there is. I would not advise, then he says, I would not advise him to go to 160. That would be a little crazy. But putting him at 147 was at risk at one time. People would go to me, why are you moving him to 147? But he was a natural at that weight. He made it the weight pretty good. He can make 140 pretty easy. He can actually make 135, but that's a little bit more effort. But to fight the biggest guys at 147 with the money, it made good sense to all of us to fight the great Oscar. It was a great deal, and it worked out really well for us. So there you go. Freddie Roach says, like, he kind of back his, took his statement back, but he's basically said there that Manny would be, he said Manny still wants to fight, the best guys, and Golovkin would be a fight. Now, that's a silly fight, really. Golovkin's a middleweight. Now, have they looked at Golovkin and think Golovkin looked at his last fight against Derevyanchenko and look, Golovkin looks past his best and looks finished? And they think that they can box rings around Golovkin? Possibly. But here's the thing. Manny's 41 years of age. For him to take, like, Golovkin might be finished, but even a finished Golovkin that's a natural middleweight against a guy against Manny who's 41, who's also past his best, right? Let's not forget, this isn't prime Manny. If it was prime Manny fighting an old Golovkin, I'd say go do it. He probably wins, right? Even then, fight carries risk because Golovkin's got power. But think about it this way. we all saw Manny in that Thurman fight where Manny said that Thurman hits hard, right? We all know he said he punches really hard like Margarito. What's Golovkin going to be like? If Thurman's punching that hard, what the hell is Golovkin going to be like? You know? So there's no way, in my opinion, that Manny should fight Golovkin, because that's not a good fight at this stage in his career. You've got to be realistic, right? Guys like Spence and Crawford, people don't feel that he'll beat him. Now, I know those guys are in their prime and Golovkin might be past his best, but at the end of the day, you've got to understand that Golovkin punches very hard. Golovkin, like, people think Spence's tenacity and his power is a problem for Pacquiao at this stage in his career and this age. Golovkin, he's a monster. And then firstly, Golovkin's got a granite chin. You can't hurt that guy. We all know that. Golovkin's chin is like hitting a brick wall. And then he's got so much power. Nah, that's not advisable fight for Manny at this stage in his career. Like, you know, in his prime, the way Golovkin slowed down, slow feet, you know, Manny could probably box rings around him. Even then, it would be very dangerous. You know, Canelo's very dangerous for Manny. Even though I think Canelo's a better boxer than GGG. GG's a bit more one-dimensional. However, GGG is very powerful. And the guy's got no respect for anyone's power. He just keeps walking forward. And he's a natural middleweight at granite chin. No, that for me, you know, Freddie Roach says a lot of outlandish things, but that's probably one of the most outlandish things, because I don't think this Manny Pacquiao could fight GGG right now. That's a stupid fight. You know, let him fight at welterweight and do damage at welterweight. You know, Spence and Crawford are more winnable fights. You know, GGG at 160, even though GGG's past his best, it's a dangerous fight. You know, you don't want 41-year-olds shouldn't be fighting fights like that where he's dangerous. You know, moving up 2 weight classes when he's even small at 147, let alone going to 160. Because Golovkin ain't gonna come down because Golovkin's too big, right? He's gonna struggle. So that's a fantasy fight. One of you asked me to do a video on it as well, on Golovkin Pacquiao, but that's a silly fight. It's an unrealistic fight, and it's a fight where, you know, at the age of 41, you don't really want to see Manny taking those kind of jumps and leaps. You know, he's done enough. Let's let him stick in his lane. Let him stick in 147, and let's see what he can do there. But let's forget about GGG at 160. This is unrealistic. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think, and guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support, guys. As you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
So, man, as we were saying, you know, the Terence Crawford fans really feel that their man, Terence Crawford, is something special. I don't believe that. I don't believe that yet. He hasn't proven it, in my opinion. A lot of them think that Terence Crawford would be in prime Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. They feel that he would be in prime Manny, the one that walked through Miguel Cotto, the one that destroyed Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton. You know, do you think Terence Bud Crawford beats Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather in their primes?
I obviously think styles make fights. I don't think he would have beaten Mayweather, because I just think Mayweather, he was a genius. He was a different caliber. He's proven that over many decades, not just, you know, the decade
Remember,
where he was.
This is Manny in his prime that we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Manny that destroyed Oscar De La Hoya,
Yeah,
destroyed Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, okay, but the thing is, yeah, that's true, but they're not better. He's not. Those guys that you're mentioning aren't better than Terence Crawford.
You're saying Oscar De La Hoya would not beat Terence Crawford?
I don't think so. Nah.
You think Miguel Cotto would not beat Terence Crawford?
Yeah, but obviously Terence Crawford small, he's 147.
Yeah, but
we're not talking
Miguel
about.
Cotto was 147.
Yeah, but you're not really. He's 154. He was a super,
No, but okay, no.
Super
But
welterweight.
Pacquiao beat him. Pacquiao beat Margarito 154.
Yeah, but fair enough. But I personally feel I think Crawford could beat Margarito or Miguel Cotto. I think Terence Crawford's talented.
Okay. Before you make this comment, let me tell you one thing. Cotto went 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez, and people thought that was.
I don't think Canelo's that good of a boxer. I think he's a good. He's all round good.
Some people thought Cotto beat Canelo.
In that fight, nah.
No, but I'm telling you, there was a very close fight.
I don't think. I think Canelo won that fight. Canelo won that fight against Cotto.
Okay, but look what Pacquiao did to him.
And you got to realize, styles make fights.
Okay, styles make fights, but look what Pacquiao did to Cotto. And look,
Canelo
Canelo
but the thing is, Canelo, as I said to you, Pacquiao's a better boxer than Canelo, so that's why you make it look easy. Look what Mayweather had a hard fight with
Crawford don't stop Cotto. Stop him.
I'm not saying stop him.
Stop him.
I don't say he stops him, but he'll beat him. I'm pretty sure he'll beat him.
I don't think so. Just say if Cotto hits him with a right hand on the chin.
So he'll get back up and fight.
No, bruv, you know Cotto can punch.
Cotto can he punch. Won't. He listen. Let me tell you one thing. It's like, for example, Khan, Amir Khan went 7 rounds with Canelo and got knocked out.
No.
Yeah, and Crawford's a lot more. His chin's a lot better than Khan's.
I think Khan. No, I don't know. It's about the same.
No, it's not. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Nah. That's bullshit. He's never been down.
No, the guy's been wobbling against Kavalauskas.
Yeah, but he didn't go down though, did he?
The guy's got wobbling against Gamboa.
Yeah, but then what happened
at 135.
Yeah, but then what happened
after? The guy's not fought the guys that Khan's fought. Of course.
Think about it like this. He fought Horn, which is supposed to be a big puncher, right?
Okay. Do you think Horn would knock Khan down?
Yeah, he could do.
No.
Samuel Vargas knocked Khan. He's shit. He ain't got a chin. He's chinless, bro. He's chinless. You got knocked down by Samuel Vargas, man. He's chinless. Let's not talk about Khan. Let's keep the topic about Pacquiao. He's not.
No, Khan battered Judah. He battered Maidana.
Yeah, I know, but
what are you talking about?
But we're talking about
Maidana would batter Crawford. He would batter Crawford.
Yeah, but listen. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing, right? Khan, we've seen that Khan's been down many times.
We're not talking about Khan. We're talking about prime Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Okay. Khan versus Brady Prescott. Terence Crawford versus Brady Prescott. Answer me that.
Okay.
Did Brady Prescott even hurt Crawford once in that fight?
How old was Khan when he fought Brady Prescott?
I don't know.
What, 18? 18? 19? How old was Terence Crawford? 27? A grown man?
Alright, cool. So answer me this. Alright, when Khan fought Samuel Vargas, he was like 30?
Yeah.
So then why did he get dropped?
Past his best.
So Crawford's 30, but he's not supposed to be past his best, but Khan's 30, but he's not supposed to be past his best.
Khan's been fighting longer. Khan won a silver medal at the age of 17.
Crawford's not been fighting.
Where was Crawford? Nobody even knew.
My question's this, bro. Crawford's also been fighting.
The fact is, we're not talking about prime Khan. We're talking about prime Manny and Mayweather, who would destroy Terence Crawford. It's as simple as that. Yeah. I don't know what people think about Crawford. Like, he's so bad. The man's getting knocked down to Kavalauskas. The man's being knocked down by Kavalauskas. Do you not see that? The guy's struggling against lower level competition.
Yeah, but
he's struggling. How the hell? Like, if he wiped the floor with Spence, I would say Spence will not destroy Crawford.
Yeah, but I personally think Spence would beat Crawford as well. But I think he'll beat some of these other guys that you think he wouldn't beat, like Thurman, and that he'll beat him.
I don't know. That's a tough fight.
The thing is,
Crawford's chin is suspect. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it might be.
Believe me. You don't believe.
But the thing is, with Crawford, he's got a killer instinct as well, which a lot, like, people think he's not a good fighter, but I've seen him.
If Thurman hits Crawford with the right hand that Danny got, can you remember that right hand that Danny Garcia got hit with?
Yeah.
Danny Garcia's got a better chin than Crawford. Admit it.
Okay, so but what does that does that eliminate his chances of winning the fight?
No, but of course it does, because I feel if Thurman hit Crawford with that right hand, he's good night. I don't believe Crawford's got that chin. I don't believe it until I see it.
But the thing is, you got to realize that these guys don't want to fight Crawford either. They won't fight Crawford.
Bro, they're not scared. Like,
all right, think about it like this: if Crawford's so shit, if Crawford,
knock him out, I don't rate Crawford. Bro.
yeah, but we're talking about Pacquiao. Pacquiao's a legend. He's on a different level fighter. We're talking about Thurman.
You just said that prime Crawford could beat Mayweather and Pacquiao.
And I never said he'd beat Mayweather or Pacquiao. He won't beat Mayweather, no chance. I don't care. No one beats Mayweather. That's just my opinion. No one will beat Mayweather.
No, but you think,
in any era.
Crawford could beat Pacquiao?
But I'm saying that we went to talk about Khan. I'm saying
no,
Pacquiao.
This video was about Crawford and Pacquiao.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be. I think it would be a good fight. Yeah, I'm not going to say he'd beat. I don't know.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that. That prime Pacquiao would dismantle Crawford.
Think about it like this. You lot can answer. Who do you think's a better fighter, Ricky Hatton or Terence Crawford?
Yeah, but who do you
think's a better fighter, Miguel Cotto or Terence Crawford? That's going to go in the future.
Bro, a lot of them said, I made a video about that. A lot of them said they think Miguel Cotto beats him.
Alright, fair enough. But what I'm trying to say, who else did Manny Pacquiao fight?
Manny Pacquiao fought. Who else did he fight?
Marquez. Terence Crawford will beat Marquez.
He'll beat Marquez. I'll give him that. I feel Terence Crawford.
He'll beat most fighters that Pacquiao's fight. Let's beat it.
Bradley.
Mayweather.
Bradley.
He'll beat Bradley, man. Bradley even said in sparring himself, he was schooling me.
I think Margarito's too big. I think Margarito's too big.
Let's talk about people that are 147 here. Let's not
yeah,
go
but
on to 154.
Pacquiao beat 154 guys.
Alright, fair enough. But what I'm trying to say, obviously, this guy's just come to 147. So let's talk about the 147 lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about people like Thurman, I think Terence Crawford will beat.
Well, let's see.
Let's see. The reason why I say that. Look, yeah.
Let's see.
Look at the way Pacquiao fought against Horn, and look at the way Terence Crawford dismantled Horn.
Okay, let's see. Let's see when Crawford fights those guys. Let's see if he beats them.
I'm not saying he might not knock these bigger guys out. But I know that he has the skill level where he can
Let's see. We'll see.
I think he could knock.
What do you guys think? What do you think? I don't think so. But let's see. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week, discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
So guys, I want to give a shout out to Push and Pull. You asked me to do a video about Naoya Inoue and Rigondeaux. Guys, back to Push and Pull. My friend that always asks me good questions. I think Inoue would beat Rigondeaux and Casemiro. I've got him winning those fights by knockout. I think he will knock out Rigondeaux. I think Rigondeaux's too old. I actually think Casemiro gives him a better fight. I think Casemiro will give Inoue a better fight. Rigondeaux's tricky and a good fighter, but Rigondeaux's too old now. He's too old. I think he's washed up, and I think Naoya Inoue is too young, too fresh, too fast. And I think he'll knock out Rigondeaux, if I'm honest with you. I'm just being honest. I'm just giving you my honest opinion because I think Rigondeaux was a special fighter and a fighter that really went down the wayside in the sense that, the TV broadcasters found him boring. And unfortunately, we never got to see the best or Rigondeaux in the best fights because of the fact that a lot of people would avoid him because he didn't bring a lot to the table. And he was very good. He was too good for his own good, but he was very boring. And unfortunately, the fight fans didn't appreciate his style, even though he was a great fighter, and I think he would have beaten guys like Scott Quigg, Frampton, but unfortunately they didn't want to fight him. And it's upsetting. It's upsetting for a talent like Rigondeaux not to fulfill his talent that he had. And then he fought against Loma when he was at the end of his career, and Loma was too big. And unfortunately, he ended up giving up in that fight, and people kind of remember him for that. So I feel bad for Rigondeaux, if I'm honest with you. But I think Rigondeaux was a good fighter, but I think Inoue is too fresh, too young, and I actually think Casemiro gives Inoue a better fight. But I still think Inoue beats them both. I think Inoue will beat Casemiro and Rigondeaux, if I'm honest with you. I think he beats both men. Rigondeaux's a good fighter. Casemiro's a very good fighter. But I just think Inoue right now has got the momentum. I think Inoue right now is a different beast of a fighter. And I think Inoue right now will show the world why he is one of the future stars in world boxing. I think I really rate Inoue. I think I like everything about him. Good chin, good speed, fast hands. I like him. I think Inoue is going to be a special kid moving forward. But I think Inoue will stop both guys, if I'm honest with you. But that's my take. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are keeping well, staying safe. A lot of you guys pointed out that Gigi said that he was willing to come down to fight Floyd Mayweather at 154. And why wouldn't he do that with Pacquiao? I'll point out. I'll tell you why he was willing to come down to 154. Firstly, Mayweather was the man in boxing. Mayweather was a guy that you could make a shed load of money fighting against. And also at that time, Canelo wasn't fighting Golovkin. Golovkin didn't have anyone to fight. Golovkin wasn't making any money. So Golovkin was willing to take the risk to come down to 154, which would have been a horrible move for him, because Golovkin would have been weight drained. So Golovkin was willing because he had no options. Canelo wasn't fighting him. Mayweather was obviously the man in boxing. So Golovkin was willing to come down for the payday and for the opportunity to fight Floyd Mayweather, right? In that fight. Problem is now with Pacquiao, he's not going to be willing to come down to 154 to fight Pacquiao. I'll tell you why. Because he's fought Canelo twice. Canelo probably financially is a bigger fight than Pacquiao. I don't think he makes more money fighting Pacquiao than he does Canelo, right? And Golovkin now is older than what he was back then. It's going to be much harder for him to come down to 154, right? And I don't think he can do that. I don't even think he can make 157, 158. Even a couple of pounds would kill Golovkin, because 160 now is probably hard for him to make. You know, this guy's been fighting at 160 his whole career. So, you know, and he's not fought at below 160. So what I'm trying to point out to you, right, is that Golovkin can't make 154. Right, I don't think he can make it safely. So I think it would be dangerous for him to make 154 for his health to come down to that weight, especially when he's never fought at 154 his whole career. And most importantly, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to come down to 154 to fight Pacquiao because he's made a lot of money. He's fought Canelo. And if anything, he's looking for a big payday against Canelo. Canelo fight probably pays him more than the Pacquiao fight. So it doesn't make sense for Golovkin right now to move down to 154 because back then to fight Mayweather, he had no options. Canelo wasn't fighting him. Cotto wasn't fighting him. There was no one to fight. So he was willing to take that jump and that risk to fight Mayweather. He won't be willing to do that. Firstly, he's a lot more richer now. He's made millions in the bank. He's fought Canelo twice, remember. He's fought Jacobs as well. You know, he's made some nice paydays. He's got a nice deal with DAZN. The guy's made some decent dough. You know, now he doesn't need to do crazy things now to you know, get big money fights because he's already made a lot of money. You know, whereas before he never really had any options. He never made as much money. So he's willing to take that risk to come down to 154 to fight Floyd. And plus Floyd was undefeated. He was the man in boxing. And your biggest paydays, he would have made his biggest payday by far. You know, even more than what he made against Canelo, because Mayweather would have, you know, that fight would have generated a lot of money. People would have been interested in that. I think that would have been a huge payday for Golovkin. So it's a completely different ball game. It's a completely different ball game now. Golovkin's a rich man now, which he wasn't when he was willing to fight Mayweather. You know, he's willing to kill himself at that point to fight Mayweather. Whereas now he's not going to be willing to kill himself because plus he's older. He might not be able to do it now. When you get older, your metabolism slows down. Everything is harder to do. So I don't think he could make 154 to fight Pacquiao anyway. I think Pacquiao would have to go up to 160 or 157, 158. And I don't think that's right for Pacquiao either. So yes, GGG was willing to fight Mayweather at 154, but the situation, the scenario was different. The situation scenario is different. GG back then wasn't as rich as he is now. He wasn't as old as he was now. You know, he hasn't got the same. He's got more options than he had back then. Do you understand where I'm coming from? He doesn't need the Pacquiao fight now. You know, Pacquiao fight would make him some good money, but it would just be a bonus to already what he's made. He's already made a shed load of money. He doesn't need to do that now. And fighting Pacquiao wouldn't do anything for GGG's legacy because although Manny Pacquiao is one of the greatest fighters of all time, he is a small dude. And GGG will be fighting a small dude. If GGG wins, they'd say, well, you just fought a guy that's a welterweight. He's not even a natural welterweight. And you're a middleweight. So that fight, if Manny Pacquiao goes in there and beats him, then it ruins Golovkin completely. Because people will say, you just got beat by a small dude. Yes, a great fighter in Pacquiao, but the fact is he's small. So GGG has a lot to lose in that fight. And like I said, I think he's got many money options now, whereas he didn't have before. So that's my take. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
So So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. You know what? I need a haircut. I need to get to the barbers, but when it opens, I'm gonna be the first one. It's gonna be hectic. It's gonna be hectic. At the barbers, but you know, we're gonna have to go and get these hair chopped off. I've got, you know, need to get it chopped off. But I want to talk a bit of boxing. I want to talk some boxing. Ricky Hatton, Mr. Ricky Hatton says that he would have beaten Floyd Mayweather the night he beat Costa Tzu. He felt he could have beaten anyone, including Mr. Money Mayweather. This is what, let me just get it up for you guys. Let me just get it up. He says, let's see, let's get it up. Had it loaded as well. Okay, let me have to do it again. Ricky Hatton. So Ricky Hatton insists he could have beaten anyone on the night he fought Costa Tzu. He goes, against Costa Tzu with a referee who let the fight flow at a distance, up close, I would have beaten anyone that night, including Floyd. I'm not saying I was better fighter than Floyd, but the right tactics on the right night at the right time, even the best could be beaten. If I fought him on that night, I think I might have beaten him. I've won 4 world titles in 2 divisions. I fought Mayweather, Pacquiao, Malignaggi, Jose Castillo. I climbed Everest a few times. I would have done better against Mayweather and Pacquiao if I hadn't burnt the candle out both ends. People said that one day my lifestyle would catch up to me when it comes to those fights. It caught up to me. I disagree with Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton's always made the excuse about Joe Cortez. Ricky Hatton was a very one-dimensional fighter. Listen, I like Ricky Hatton. He was a good fighter. I actually think he achieved a lot more than how good he was. I think he got a lot out of himself. People talk about his lifestyle. Listen, Ricky Hatton was a one-dimensional fighter. You know, a one-dimensional fighter would have never been able to beat Mayweather or Pacquiao, and especially not Mayweather. Mayweather would have beaten Hatton anywhere on the moon. Doesn't matter what referee was there. Doesn't matter who was refereeing that fight. Doesn't matter where the fight was. Doesn't matter whether the fight was on the moon, UK, Pakistan, India, China, Japan, Indonesia. It doesn't matter where that fight took place. Mayweather beats Ricky Hatton. He's just better. He's got more layers to him. He's got a better boxing IQ. You know, Ricky Hatton didn't have what it takes to beat guys like Mayweather and Pacquiao. You know, he says this style, that's just excuses. Because as I said, Mayweather was just overall a better fighter. You know, the right tactics and all of that, you weren't beating Mayweather. Mayweather was a different class, and Mayweather would have started picking he basically started picking Ricky Hatton apart in that fight. First 4 or 5 rounds, I actually think Ricky Hatton's style, Mayweather didn't do well against that style. You know, even against Maidana, he struggled. Cotto gave him problems. He never enjoyed fighting pressure fighters like that. You know, but he always found a way, because pressure fighters normally tire towards the end, right? And Mayweather gets in the second half of the fight, Mayweather starts dominating, starts picking you off, and that's what he did with Ricky Hatton. After 4 or 5 rounds, Mayweather started picking Ricky Hatton off. It was downhill for Ricky Hatton, and the knockout was gonna come. Now he keeps saying the referee stopped him working. Irrelevant. If the referee allowed him to work, Mayweather would have found a way to win that fight. You know, the British fight fans, some of Ricky Hatton's fans are very delusional. Very delusional. They actually think that Ricky Hatton could have won that fight. No chance. Mayweather would have dismantled Ricky Hatton on any night. He would have dismantled him, and he knocked him out. It's not like, you know, I saw one Ricky Hatton fan said, oh, Mayweather doesn't fight. Ricky is a better fighter. Mayweather just dances. If I'm not mistaken, Mayweather knocked Ricky Hatton out. He didn't win on points. He knocked him out. So he must have hit Ricky Hatton with something that knocked him senseless, because Ricky Hatton was all over the place. Didn't know where he was when he got knocked out. He fell over himself. He got caught with a good shot, And then afterwards, Mayweather didn't even hit him. He caught him a couple of shots, and then Ricky Hatton was going back and fell over because he didn't know where he was. So listen, Mayweather was better than Ricky Hatton. Get over it, right? It's like saying Joseph Parker would have beat Joshua if the referee allowed him to work. Joseph Parker had more of a chance of beating Joshua than Ricky Hatton of beating Mayweather. Mayweather's got a granite chin, better at boxing IQ. You know, Ricky Hatton had no chance in that fight. I'm sorry. You know, he did well early on. I actually think he did really well, especially in the first couple of rounds. But Mayweather was always going to win that fight, you know. So get over it. Mayweather was better than Hatton. He would have beat him anywhere, on any planet, in any ring, with any referee. Mayweather wins that fight, you know. So that's my take on it. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face, and I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.